Hi everyone. Today's practice is a solar practice, and it follows from, in the beginning, a sushumna or central line practice, which gets everything humming. And then we did a lunar practice in order to get ourselves more able to maintain a cool frame of mind. And now we're going to challenge that with a practice that gets our fire burning while we still try to manage keeping that nice, calm lunar mind.
If you like to practice to music, check out the info below and find links to playlists on Spotify and Apple Music. Press play now.
We'll begin our practice here in a seated position. If you'd like to try Siddhasana, you bring one heel roughly towards the midline and the other heel also roughly in the same place. And you always want to make sure that your sit bones are feeling nice and comfortable and they support your spine, lifting head, neck, and trunk in nice alignment. And then close your eyes and come inwards. And begin to focus yourself completely, become absorbed more upon your breath, the quality, bringing all of your attention into the natural flow of your breath. And where do you feel that breath right now? Is it at the nostrils? In the ribs, and the side ribs, where you feel the motion? In the belly that expands with the movement of the diaphragm. Notice this, and keeping your attention again fully on your breath, I want you to begin shaping it into a deeper rhythm. Taking that inhale and smoothing and lengthening it out, and taking the exhale and doing the same, so that we are achieving about 2/3 of our total breathing capacity. Nice deep inhale, good exhale, making them fairly equal and even. And today, if you like, another method that we have of staying a little bit more focused and in on the present moment, which is our breath, you might choose to practice with Ujjayi pranayama. And what that is a slight constriction in the area of the throat. And so you'll continue that same smooth breath, but with that little constriction of the throat, you'll begin to hear and sense vibration. And this can be a little bit warming, but the sound is something that may be as subtle so that only you could hear it. But again, it's another anchor to the present moment. So take those last few breaths here in stillness before we start moving to set your intention for your practice to generate a little bit of solar fire heat inside of us and be fully focused on the breath. And as we begin, we're going to add a little motion with that breath, bringing your hands into heart center. As you inhale, go ahead, come up the midline and spread open the arms out wide. And as you exhale, bring it all back on into center. So what we're doing here is taking, inhale, up the center line, everything, all of our energy from our stomach, from our heart, from our circulation, everything back in. And we're sending it out to parts of the body. Sending it out to the very edges of the skin. Now this time I want you to pause, hold the inhale briefly, and then exhale, bring it back in. And we're going to do that again. So feeling that rising energy that comes from a brief pause after inhaling the breath. Inhale, pause, radiate out, expand, hold, and bring that all back in. Nice. And speaking of potential energy, we'll do a version of Nauli Kriya. Go ahead and sit a little forward and draw the navel back. And what it is, we're going to churn the low abdomen in a counterclockwise way. So you might think of it as, go ahead and look down, moving the abdomen to the right and to the left, and then back, then right and front, left, back, right, front. And you're making a counterclockwise motion. Now, if you're able to smooth that out, go ahead. And just kind of get everything moving down there to supply us with the energy that we need. And this is something you could do at any time in your day. And we're doing about 9 or 10 of those, okay? And then, after that, Go ahead, have a breath, come to center again. And we're going to do the other way too. So again, looking towards the navel, have an exhale, then move clockwise. Right, back, left, and forward, or smooth it out into a nice controlled, really mindful circle that's happening. It's really pretty much happening from the ribs down, powered by the abdominal wall. And again, about 9 or 10 times. Good. And from there, go ahead, inhale on back up straight and come back on to your back, where we'll do a little bit of crunching flow. So grab your ankles, put them in close, heels. And what we'll do here is you exhale. I want you to draw your upper body up. Reach your hands through, tuck your chin into your chest. Now inhale, put it down. And as you exhale, then crunch your low body. So you're going to bring your pelvis off the floor and really hug your knees in. Use the power of your core. Inhale, set down, exhale. Now I don't want you to go fast, but I want you to go faster. Exhale here, all right? Inhale, put down. Exhale, lift the front side of the body. Inhale, exhale, lift the bottom side. So keep that going and go with the breath. But part of what we're doing here is getting going in a pretty expedient manner in this practice. Nice. I'm going to do one more time. So a lot of abdominal activation to start. And last one. Now let's go ahead, hug those knees in. And then we're going to come onto all fours and work our way up to the top of the mat. Hands to hips, inhale and rise, find your Tadasana. From here, inhale for a count of 4 and raise your arms overhead. So you got those feet nice under your hips, and exhale for a count of 4. So now what we're going to do, inhale count of 5. And exhale for a count of 4. We're going to increase our inhales by a count 1 every time. Inhale 6. And notice what comes with that. What is your experience? Exhale 4 every time. So we're going up to 8. Now inhale 7. And you slow the arms as well. Exhale 4. Now the last one, 8. And really tune into what's happening here. Feel that rising energy. And exhale 4. And once the hands are down, let's put them at the smiles of the cheeks there. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, you run your hands down the backs of the legs into forward fold. Press against your shins as you inhale to a halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Put the hands at the calves. Inhale, run the hands up the backs of the legs, lift your heart, and right away, again, exhale, back down, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And we're going to keep doing that a few more times. Inhale, come on up. Good, vigorous warm up. Exhale, slide back down. Every time getting longer, deeper. Inhale, further away in that halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Nice. Inhale, rise with a nice long back. Exhale again, draw the navel in when you come on down. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, let's hold the forward fold here for just a moment. Draw the navel in and up perhaps a little bit more. And take a look behind you on the mat. So I want you to draw 2 lanes on the mat behind you and be a little bit aware of that, because I'll call on it in relation to where we're going to place our feet. But from here, we're just going to move into down dog. So take a down dog. Establish good hand and foot foundation. Both should be feeling good and sticky. Pressing through the hands to lift the hips and exhaling and then making the heels heavy. All right. And while we're here, I'd like to establish some breath for the down dog. As you inhale, imagine that the breath, your prana, is coming down into your belly, your navel region. And as you exhale, offer up energy from your low body into the navel. So it's all going to the navel. Inhale down, feed the fire at the navel, and exhale up into the sun at the navel there. Okay, again, so inhale, everything traveling down, that prana we get from our breath. And then as we exhale, it's being fed by all of our potential energy inside the body. Do that one more nice breath, feeding it from the top and bottom, all going to our center. Nice. And then when you inhale, let's go ahead and put the knees down right here and come to all fours. Then we're going to reach our right heel back and our left hand for some spinal balance here, and then place that down. reaching the left foot back and right hand. And exhale, put that down. And we may get a little bit braver with that, making a big, long arc, sweeping upwards. Inhale, out and up. All right, exhale, put that down. Inhale, out and up. And exhale, put that down. Let's do one more here. And then we're going to hold it on the other side. So when you're ready at the right side, let's sweep out and on up. Hold it, lift. This is a version of a sunbird. So let's lift on up out of here and take your arm, swing it back a couple times. And if you can, find that foot behind you. Lift on up. Give yourself, it's sort of like our pigeon when we add the little bit of a back bend to it. All right, and let's carefully put that all back down. And then we're going to extend the left leg back behind us and the right hand. Lift them on up. Let the fire rise. And then swing that other hand back. Opening the shoulder. And then give it a go. If you can reach that ankle, go ahead. Find it and then reorient. Make sure you're looking up, not towards the floor if possible. That palm is good and centered on the floor. Grounded. All right, let's go ahead. Put that back down. Tuck your toes. Lift the hips back into down dog. Take one more of those breaths to inhale down into your navel and exhale up into your navel. And then lunge your right foot forward. Put your back heel down and windmill yourself on up to find a triangle. From here, reach on out and we're going to do a flow. So you inhale, arm comes overhead and you look up. And you exhale, arm comes down, and you look down to the foot underneath. Inhale up. Nice. Exhale, look down. Maybe even increase. Inhale, count of 5. Exhale, count of 4. Inhale, 6. Exhale, count of 4. Inhale, 7. Good. Exhale again. So we're getting some good neck work in here. And then 8, okay? Nice and long. And exhale and bring it back. All right. Let's lead with that front hand on up. Bend your front knee. Knee is going over the front toes. And then we'll just exhale into a side angle. And we're going to flow this as well. Inhale, starting kind of in Warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, nice. Exhale, come on over. Inhale one more time. Exhale and hold this. Hold this. Find the place that you want to hold. It could also involve a block. Remember on this pose is you can take your time and come down a little bit on this one. It's actually a deeper version of the pose to use the block. Not, sometimes we think of the block as being a crutch or, it is a prop, but it's not a crutch. All right, let's go ahead and come back on up. Turn yourself wide and turn the knees and toes out to 45 degrees. Now we're going to do moonflowers. Straighten the legs, bring the hands together, and make this beautiful circle shape. So here's a little bit of a test in our remembrance that our lunar practice was to attain this nice, calm, steady, cool frame of mind. And that's easy to do when everything is easy and going well, right? Notice the difference. What happens if we shift this into a little bit more energetic sunflower, like so, all right? Adding a little bit more, but can you maintain your good, cool head? That's part of what we're practicing here, right? Good. Now, one more. Let's go ahead and stay up and then level off. And I want you to turn your toes to the other side or step back to the front. Left toes and knees off the front of the mat. Reach, reach, reach. Find your triangle. And inhale, count of 4. And exhale, count of 4. Look down. We'll increase every time. Inhale, count of 5. Arm comes overhead. And exhale, count of 4. Look down. Inhale, count of 6. And exhale. So keeping, not letting the head drop. Inhale, 7. And exhale 4, and you don't have to be with me, all right? Please, and then the last one is 8. Please just find your way with your own breath. And when you're done, let's go ahead, come on back up and bend that front leg, left leg this time. Find your warrior two to set up, and we're going to flow into that side angle a few times as well. All right, from warrior two. I should have said that, if you're really strained by bending that leg a lot, then go ahead, straighten it as you come up. Okay, inhale. Nice. Exhale. And hold this one. Hold. Reach long. You could have hand up. You could have it behind you. Reaching long, probably the most energetic. But again, this is a solar practice and we're getting things moving. All right. Let's inhale. Come center. Position the feet. Exhale. Step to the top of the mat. Ta-da! Sun salutations. Inhale and rise before we begin the whole sequence, arms overhead. And then exhale, let's go ahead and lean over a little bit to the right. All right, hold there. Inhale, you have an option here to use your arm as a side brace, okay? This may allow you to protect your back and go deeper. Go ahead, come back on up, and exhale on over to the other side. So same thing. Take another breath to really open the side ribs here. And then if you want, you can use that side arm as brace. Pay attention and honor what your body's telling you, especially those joints, backs, knees, wrists, all that good stuff. And then inhale up. Now at the top of the mat, we're going to exhale, come down, full forward fold. All right, inhale to halfway lift. And then exhale, lunge your left foot way back, put the back heel down. Really ground your feet, reach back, and inhale, come on up to a warrior one. Now this first time through, we're going to make sure we have everything. Feet are probably in 2 lanes for best, moving position. Again, knee is coming towards the middle of that foot, and we face the shoulders front in warrior two. So we're adding warriors into our sun salutation. All right, inhale and open here to warrior two. Exhale, nice and wide. Knee is over foot, hand is over knee, and eye gaze is over hand in warrior two. All right, inhale, lifting the front arm, find a reverse warrior. If you're feeling the strain, you can always straighten here. Otherwise, keep good depth, keep the heat on. All right, take another inhale, and I want you to exhale down, windmill down, and find a plank. Find a plank. Now, you could be from your knees or your toes here. Take another inhale. And then exhale, come on down, crocodile to the floor. Inhale, draw the shoulders back and give me a baby cobra or more if you like it. Tuck the toes, navel back, draw it all the way back up, and exhale into down dog. Good. From here, we're going to lunge our left foot forward, all right? And exhale, keep coming, forward fold. Rise, come all the way on up again, and exhale. All right, let's do the other side. Inhale before we start adding some pauses, and forward fold, come all the way down. Inhale to halfway lift, press everything to straighten, and exhale, the right foot steps back. Ground your back heel, reach back. Inhale, come on up for warrior one, and exhale down, warrior one, sink. Spend one more breath here because we did on the other side, all right? Pressing down to lift up and checking the alignment of the feet and the knees. Inhale, open to warrior two. Exhale, broaden and deepen. So, knee over foot, hand over knee, eye gaze over hand. Torso is in the middle. Inhale, lift that front arm for reverse warrior. And exhale, deepen, find one more breath there. Inhale, open those ribs. And again, we're going to exhale and windmill down, find a plank. Hold here, inhale with your plank, knees or toes. Exhale, come on down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, come through, baby cobra, or up dog is where you straighten your arms, okay? Exhale to down dog. Hold there, take a breath. Inhale down into your solar fire, and exhale up into your solar fire. And why don't we do that one more time? Good. This time, inhale, lunge the right foot forward, and we're going to keep going. Exhale, up into forward fold. Rise, come on up, and exhale, back to mountain. Again, inhale, we're going to add in now, exhale, come forward fold. Inhale, the left foot steps all the way back, heel down, reach back. Exhale, come on up, find warrior one, and hold. Take your right foot a little further right and drop your arms behind you. You're going to hold your wrists, your forearms, or choose a full bind if that's your game. All right, inhale for a count of 4, and exhale, hinge forward for 4. Now you're going to inhale for a count of 5. Again, lift your heart. Exhale, count of 4. Inhale, count of 6. So do you recognize this? Exhale, count of 4. What's the experience of that increasing inhale? Inhale 7. All right, you know that we're going to go back to 8, right? Exhale 4. Now the last one, 8. When you exhale 4, we're going to come to humble warrior 4. Option 1, humble warrior, is to support yourself right here. Option 2 is to support yourself with the bind on the leg, all right, and torso. Option 3, gotta have wide enough legs. You could drop yourself inside that leg, hug the knee against the arm, the body, and reach long through the body, fully the spine, out from the hips, and then exhale, draw those shoulders away from you. Woo! Big work. Let's inhale, lead with your heart up, guys. And then exhale, pranic release. All right, I gotta get my feet back a little bit more centered. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, front hand up. Exhale, windmill down. Find your plank. Rest if you want. Inhale one more time. Exhale down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. And please pause for an extra breath here. Press, breathe down into the solar fire. Breathe, exhale up into the solar fire. And then we're going to lunge our left foot forward. Make sure it's moved out a little bit left. Put your back heel down. Reach back and find warrior 1 again. Drop the arms. Switch the grasp to the other side. Inhale 4. And exhale 4. Good. Again, inhale 5. So again, look, is that knee going towards toe? Exhale 4. Everything is probably moving a lot now. Inhale 6. You know, increase every time. Exhale 4. And if you're not with me, that doesn't matter. Inhale 7. When I talk, I sometimes lose track of my count actually. But we're going to 8. I do my best. Inhale 8. And then our 4 on that is to come to humble. So again, option A was arm rest. Option B was torso rest with a bind. And option C is full humble warrior, where you come inside the leg and down. Now, I have to have my feet pretty wide in order to support that. I'm tall, longer legs. So I really need that support. And I want that leg hugging my body. As you exhale, shoulders go back. Nice. Now, when you come out of this, lead with your heart. Lead with the heart up. And then exhale. Pranic release. Inhale, come on open to a warrior 2. And exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior. And this time, we're going to exhale and step to the top of the mat. Exhale to the top. Good. Find your heart center or Tadasana. We're going to do that one more time, but with warrior 2. Inhale, nice and lift up over top. And exhale, big forward fold. Come down. Inhale, the left foot steps back. Root the foot. Reach back and exhale, come on up. Only here for one beat. Inhale, open, warrior 2. And exhale, hold your warrior 2. Now, warrior 2, you want a foot position that's more centered than it would be in warrior 1. All right? And again, everything wings wide. When you look back, does that other arm go back 180 behind you? Challenge yourself to go deep. I know you never want to. But here, let's turn the palms up and imagine feeling this heat that off that front hand is a full moon. And it reminds you to stay cool. Maybe you even see it reflected off the surface, calm surface of a lake. Right? Off in the distance, nighttime sky, reminding you to always come back to stillness. All right, this is the last time we'll go to the floor. Let's inhale, raise your front arm for reverse warrior, and exhale to find a plank. Hold your inhale there. Exhale, down, crocodile. Inhale, come through, cobra or up dog. Exhale, navel back to down dog. Take one breath. Inhale down to navel. Exhale up into navel. And then we will lunge our left foot forward, back heel down, reach back, come on up. Exhale, find your warrior one, but then opening on up, inhale, exhale, warrior two again. Get all your alignment stacked, check. And then acknowledging the heat, turn the palms up and remind yourself of that cool moon that lies at the center of your brain behind your third eye. And really is a lesson for our life off the mat where you practice it here and you'll find that when you're challenged out there, perhaps you can slip into those moments and make more cool-headed decisions. Let's just inhale and straighten this, and exhale, step to the top of the mat. All right. Nice. Oh my gosh, shake that off a little bit. It's meant to generate heat, so don't worry, the whole class isn't like that, but it's a good thing. That's why we exercise in general. I want you to step back so that you're wide, and we'll do a couple other things here. So knees and toes, again, out like 45 degrees. When you bend them, they go towards the feet. All right, front and back balanced, yeah? And then find a goddess pose. So goddess, you sink down, turn your solar array up to the sun, okay? And come back to your smooth breath. So we're entering a part of class where we don't necessarily have the flow to remind us inhale, exhale. As you become a more experienced yogi, you'll be able to remind yourself to bring back that one-to-one smooth breath. All right, good. And let's go ahead, come on up, and maybe a little hop in. Because it's solar practice, we got to do Agni Sara. Agni means fire. Your feet are under your hip joints. Stand on your legs, and we'll do a practice here. Inhale and stretch the front side of your body. Your arms are pretty straight. And now exhale. Look to your belly and draw the belly in. All right. So we're going to do 3 warm-ups. Inhale here. Okay. Out through the mouth. Draw your navel in, your pelvic floor up. Okay. Inhale. Stretch the front side. Again. Draw up and in. Now inhale, stretch the front side. And we'll take a relaxed breath. Exhale, stand up. So now we're going to do the Agni Sara where you actually keep going with the breath while we're down there. Inhale. We'll just try it. Exhale, come on down. Draw your pelvic floor up. Draw your navel in. And even lifting up into your diaphragm under the ribs. Okay, now, as you inhale, you release the upper abdomen. As you exhale, you re-engage it. So you inhale. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, let it go a little bit. Exhale, draw in. And you don't want to get out of breath. You want to have full breaths, but you still are keeping full engagement. And it may get a little faster. As with practice, you may get faster. All right, obviously talking with it kind of destroys some of the effect, but you get it. All right, so doing at least 9 of those. Let's go ahead, inhale and smooth on out, and exhale, come back on up. So remember the Nauli Kriya that we did, and that, the Agni Sara, are good, especially in the early part of day to sort of get your digestive fired up, or whenever you might need that. All right, let's return to the top of the mat, wherever, it doesn't really matter. We're going to do some balances, and I want to start that with a chair flow. So let's go ahead and inhale as you sit, and exhale. Press down to be tall. Inhale. Okay, exhale. Now, when you do chair, you are permitted to go as much as a 90-degree bend, all right? Any much more below that, it's not great for the knee joint, but you don't have to go that deep either. Now let's hold and settle in. So again, you could be up here. That could be your chair. Out, deeper, deeper, all right? Try to keep your abdominals engaged and recall all that abdominal activity that we did. Recall the fire that you have built. All right, let's inhale, straighten, exhale. Now I need you to shake off because we're going to do a 3-part balance, and it sort of uses a chair as a foundation. So begin by just feeling 2 feet really, really grounded. All right, and you're going to ground this time into the right. So inhale, ground. As you exhale, I want you to lift. It's a trial run. Lift your left leg. Now inhale, we go front, side, back. Set down, ground, exhale, and come out to the side. See that? All right, now inhale, again, reground. You're going to kick back. Exhale for kind of a airplane. Now we're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, make it bigger. Go for more. Inhale, lift that knee up. Find your balance. All right, every time you inhale, set down. Exhale, go wide. Give me a big open wide star. Nice. Ground. Exhale, kick back. Go for a bigger airplane, which we come front. And then we're going to do that 1 more time through. Inhale. All right, exhale. Feel how nice and grounded that right foot is, especially in the middle. Side. Okay, you know what the deal is now. All right, and then kick back. Good. Now we've done that 3 times through flowing. I want you to hold the front. So I'm going to walk you through some options. Fix your gaze, all right? And you could start by having the hands at the knee. Remember, you got to kind of you maybe got to pull back those shoulders back to stay upright. It is on the table for you to reach beyond and give the lengthening of the leg. You can keep it bent and or open it on up. Squeeze. You're really going to squeeze into that standing leg. All right. Lift, lift. With care, come through center. Inhale and exhale. Put that down. Nice. Again, shake it off because we're going to move to the other side and we're going to start with the flow on that. So the flow was have a little grounding, tiny sit. Ground into the left as you bring that knee up. Trial round. Inhale, ground. Exhale, side wide. Inhale, ground, and then back. All right. Now we're going to go for more. Inhale, exhale, go bigger. Inhale, sit. Exhale, wide to the side. Good. Inhale, sit. Big airplane. Kick that foot back. And 1 more time through. If you got it, please move with your own breath. Like I keep saying it, but I really do mean it. All right. There's no need to stay in sync with me outside of a sun salutation. Good. Maybe getting stronger, bigger each time. And then like last time, ground, and we're going to hold the front. You could stay here. You could bring your hands to the knees, but don't let it slump you. Stay tall. Press into that standing leg. Yes. You could involve hand to toe, hand to foot. All right. Open or not. Even if you had the knee, you could open up like so. All right. Practicing balance. I come from the northern climates where it actually saves you on the ice. All right. Inhale here. Exhale. Let's go ahead and put that down. Nice work. Good news. We're going to head to the floor. So find the top of the mat. Rise and give yourself a nice, soothing forward fold. And find yourself back in child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. And go ahead, surrender to the floor. Maybe you like to bring your arms around the sides. And if it's more comfortable for you, you can support the head with fists or a block for a time. And notice at this point in class, I like to put arms around the sides of the legs because it contains the energy. Remember that what we're doing here is meant to build energy. Our practice gives us what we need to then go out and do all of the good things that we need to do. All right, so think about that. If you are feeling a little bit too overheated, draw that back a little bit. All right, come on forward onto all fours, and we're going to do a cobra flow. So extend the legs back behind you. And the hands are at your shoulders. And if you have low back issues, please take this very, very lightly. Do a small lift, okay? But we're going to do it 5 times, and let's go for it. We have a little add-on. So I want you to inhale up into Cobra, and as you exhale, I want you to chant Om down into the heart. Om. Do it again. Inhale, nice Cobra. Exhale, Om, send it to the heart. Om. Third time, inhale and really experience the sound. Exhale. Om. Now, inhale deeply, and then you're going to exhale Om silently. Send it to the heart. One more time. Nice inhale for Cobra. Exhale silent Om. And then we're resting with the silence for a beat. And come on up to all fours. That rest at the end of Om is part of the Om. All right, I have a blog post about that if you want to go find that too, about chanting Om. Let's come to all fours and your hands under your shoulders, knees under hips. I got a little flow here. So you inhale, your right leg comes back. This is the light version. Exhale and bend your elbows, keep them tight to the body. Inhale, press back up. And then exhale, you sit back into child's pose. Inhale, back up to all fours as you extend the left leg back. Exhale, bend the elbows any amount. Inhale, press back up. Exhale into child's. Now, with the breath, inhale, you can have the leg go way back. Exhale, come forward and down. Dip triceps. Inhale, press up. And exhale, sit. Inhale, left leg reaches way back. Exhale, come forward and down. Inhale up. Exhale, sit. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, deep as you want. Inhale up. Exhale, child's. Inhale, left leg. Last one. Exhale. Inhale back up. And exhale, child's pose. Beautiful. Come on up and go ahead. And we're going to face this side. We're going to do a pretty big inner thigh stretch called frog, and you're going to want extra knee padding, I'm going to guess. So I'm going to use the blanket, but you could also roll your mat over and your knees are going to go on it. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and use I'm going to use my blanket nice and wide here, wide as you can get. In fact, I'll come through, make sure you all can see, as wide as you can get. And I'll show options if this is not comfortable. And come down onto your elbows. So a frog here, you can point your toes towards one another to make it more comfortable. Otherwise, classically, you keep more of a flexed foot and your heel sits kind of directly behind your knee at good right angles. All right? So you can stay right here and then begin to settle into it. Again, finding that lunar state of mind while you're applying a little bit of fire to those inner thighs. Now, if you do not want to, or your knees can't tolerate this, please come onto the back. So you could start here, perhaps with something like a happy baby. All right, come back using the hands to draw the knees wide, or bringing your hands to the tops of the feet and getting a really nice inner thigh stretch this way. And eventually, if you wanted to move, if you're on your back, you could also straighten the legs and apply a little pressure to come nice and wide. If we're in the frog, we're breathing through it. Breathe through. And allow stillness to come. And again, contemplate maybe what it's like to challenge yourself in a pose, and use your breath to stay present, and use your breath and that presence to stay cool. So stringing the two practices together here, this lunar mind with the solar power. Good. Give me two more nice long deep breaths here. You might even choose to make your exhales longer than your inhales. You might even find that your hips can sit back a little bit more. You're not going to want to, but just saying if you want to get a little deeper. And again, if you're lying on your back, you've maybe progressed, gone between happy baby and the sort of wide-legged Big V. All right, here's how I like to come out of this. Come back up to your hands, okay? Then press, use your abdominals to help bring one knee in, then the other, and then work our way. We're gonna come to our back. So come on to your back, where we're gonna do a little bit of a bridge flow. So catch your heels, bring them in close. Let's just start with a standard flow here, about a count of 4. Arms up and hips up. And then as you exhale, time it, count of 4, with the hands meeting at about the same time as those hips. All right, inhale, count of 4. And we're going to apply a little bit of pranayama basics to this as well. We would call this 1-to-1 because we're going 4 counts, 4 counts. Now, as you inhale for 4, you might like to pause, inhale, hold the breath in for any amount of time, lift the hips. And after you're done holding it in, exhale for your count of 4 again. And then at the end of that, pause as well. So the pause should not cause strain. Inhale, count of 4. Hold and pause for 1, 2, or as many as 4 counts. And then exhale. And really, I want you to drop into the sensation of the energy and the breath here. Okay. Inhaling any amount and holding any amount, but that hold should also not be stressful in any way. Increasing the amount of time held in hold can take practice as well. So only do what you're feeling today, and if any amount of holding doesn't feel good, don't do it. Also, pregnant people probably don't want to be holding their breath a whole lot. All right. Now, finish your last one. Inhale, rise. Holding any amount. Exhaling, you're feeling the vertebra one at a time as you set down any amount. And then the next time your hips are down, let's go ahead and leave them down. And we're going to stay lying down for our big twist. So I want you to take your arms out wide and palms down. And then you're going to go ahead and shift your hips a little bit over to the right. Shift your hips over to the right, straighten the left leg, and then go ahead and twist over to that left side. Now, inhale and kick your heel away, straighten your leg. And then exhale, draw the heel in. Now, if you want to add, you can also inhale, kick away, and look the opposite way. Exhale, heel in, and the head comes either back to center or to the other side. Inhale, kick away. All right. Exhale, and this whole time you're also kind of settling the body into this pose so that the next time that you inhale, let's go ahead and hold it. You could either hold with a bent leg, hold with a straight leg, all right? Let it drop, let it hover. You could have a bent leg and use your hand over the top, and you could continue to look away. Now, it is not against the rules to use something like a block if you have that out there and you want that to rest, your leg to rest on that, that's fine. All right. If this is really crunchy for you and you wanted to just keep both legs bent, that's another way. And never think that your legs have to be on the floor and your shoulders both have to be on the floor. Frankly, it's that kind of stuff that helped me injure my SI joint when I was trying to go way too deeply into a twist. Okay. Take your last deep inhale and a deeper exhale. And then when you're ready, move back to a centered place. Again, become fully centered, realign everything. Big T shape. Move your hips, pick them up, move them to the left. Straighten the right leg, and then you're going to twist over to the right. And again, we'll inhale, kick the heel away, maybe look away, and exhale, heel in. Bend the leg. Inhale, again, extend, exhale, flex. A few times through, usually we try to do flowing motions up to 5-ish times. All right. Inhale, head, and exhale. Nice. Might be the last one. I'll fully admit I've lost count. All right, but then we're ready for the one that you want to hold. So is it with the straight leg, the bent leg, with the support under, hand over, look away? You decide. All right. There are many, many varieties of this pose. You are welcome to do one if you favor it. Let's settle with your breath. All the while monitoring your joints and making sure that they feel okay. Using your breath to progressively relax. Gently, after another long exhale, go ahead and return yourself back to center. And then we'll stay here for a sec. Going to use our lying position to do supine staff. So legs up, and you could just hold like so. If you were able to find your first two fingers around your big toes, you could do it's kind of like a lying down forward fold, a lying down Mahamudra. And what we're going for here is the maximum amount of your back to be flat on the floor and still with straight legs, all right? So notice the effect of gravity, what it has on your forward folding. We are in this position in Paschimottanasana when we sit, all right? We are in this position when we're standing too. And notice kind of like actually maintaining this, you don't have the assistance of gravity, drawing your weight down. So this one can feel a little bit more challenging. You could also use a big old strap over those feet. So if you want to press pause, rewind, grab a strap and do it too, I won't. I wouldn't criticize you for that. Good. Let's go ahead and just hold the knees in, hug, compress the low belly, and let that assist your exhale and feel the calming that comes with that exhale. Okay, next, we're going to do some leg drops, big abdominal work. So find your hands under your cheeks and extend the legs on up high once more. Draw the navel down, and we're going to drop in stages of 3. Now, when your legs are out here and you need help, and you're not, if you're not able to hold them out here, you're going to bend your legs, all right? That's my number one helper for you if you're finding this too challenging. So inhale, come on up. Then we're going to exhale, and you're going to drop the legs 1/3, all right? Now keep breathing. As you exhale, draw the navel in, and all the time trying to prevent an arch from forming under your low back, all right? So we're doing about 5 breaths. They're probably a lot quicker. Now take another inhale. You're going to exhale and drop another 1/3. So we're about 2/3 down, all right? Really drawing that navel in. I think this part of it is probably the hardest for me. Not even the third part. Again, draw the navel in, prevent the arch in the back. Draw those knees in if you need them, okay? On your next exhale, drop down, touch the floor, and then bring them just off the floor, 2 inches. Now, again, navel in. You're going to feel that back want to arch, but don't do it. Hold, hold. Now, feel the fire. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Feel what's happening in your brain. You don't like it. Feel it, feel it. Now, exhale and release. And let the hands go from under the seat and feel the difference. All right, I love that. Feeling the difference between that ultimate work and heat building and then that immediate release that comes with removing tension, right? We removed tension and we allowed the breath to come back to a smoother place. So again, that's training for later on. What can you do? Let's hug our knees in one more time, chin into chest, and rock up a couple times. Rock up, come up, balance, and hit a boat. Hit a boat here, maybe. Stay, just for a sec. And then let's come to a Dandasana. I have a little bit of flow. We're finishing up. It's the last couple things. So I want to inhale, 4-part flow here. Exhale and hinge forward any amount. Wherever you're going to end up is fine. Now inhale and draw your hands back behind you. And exhale, we're going to do open your shoulders, an inclined plank. Okay, inhale. If that was too challenging, I got an option next time. Hands overhead, back to good Dandasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, draw those hands back, and if you want, you could put one heel at your knee. Shoulders again back. Exhale. So you could do this anytime, alternating between the sides of the body. Inhale, come on up. Now let's just go ahead and keep flowing. Exhale, forward. Inhale, draw back. At your knee. Shoulders again back. Exhale. So you could do this anytime, alternating between the sides of the body. Inhale, come on up. Now let's just go ahead and keep flowing. Exhale, forward. Inhale, draw back. At your knee. Shoulders again back. Exhale. So you could do this anytime, alternating between the sides of the body. Inhale, come on up. Now let's just go ahead and keep flowing. Exhale, forward. Inhale, draw back. All right. Put those hips back down. And one last time, we're going to roll onto our backs. Hug the knees in. And do anything that's therapeutic for you. All right. If you want to do an easy circle to massage the low back or just rock side to side, go ahead. And if you do a circle, make sure you do the other way. Nice. And prepare yourself for your final relaxation, our Shavasana. It's time. So you have an option in Shavasana. If your back is sensitive, you can put your feet a little wide, tip your knees in, and then you find the best position for the feet so that it can stay like that without you feeling any tension. And this is called constructive rest. Otherwise, lying with the body long and the arms just away from the body with palms up. And then go ahead and settle in. You take those first few moments in Shavasana to become your most comfortable. Become your most comfortable. Close the eyes and then begin to progressively relax more and more. Walk through your bodies briefly, settling into your physical body, letting all tension melt away, and feeling gravity, letting yourself feel heavy at the hips, the shoulders, and the places that make contact with the earth. Reconnecting with your breathing body, your prana, and just taking that breath and allowing it to be really nice and deep and effortlessly smooth. We're not controlling it here, just allow it to be smooth. And then the state of your mind. Noticing after your practice, has it changed? Is it more uncluttered? Is it more active? Does it change when you move into stillness from activity? And without being a judge, just watch. And today during Shavasana, I'm going to call your attention to certain parts of the body. And when I do, I would like you to try to bring your awareness fully into those places. Let's just begin by bringing all of your awareness into your left hand. Thinking about it, feeling what is the quality of the energetic state of this hand physically. Is there any sense of vibration or heat? Place all of your attention at the left hand. Continuing to breathe smoothly. Now, shift your awareness completely into the right hand. Noticing everything there is to be aware of from the inside. This is interoceptive work. Instead of seeing with our eyes, we're seeing from the inside. All awareness at the right hand. Now change your awareness to come back to the left hand and your right leg. Bring all of your awareness into everything there is to sense about the left hand and the right leg together. And then gently shift your awareness into your right hand fully and the left leg at the same time. Right hand and left leg. Then shift your awareness into your left hand, your right leg, and your right eye. 3 points at once: left hand, right leg, and right eye. All of your awareness at these places. Relax. Shift your awareness into your right hand, left leg, and left eye. Right hand, left leg, left eye. Remain effortless. Now finally, activate your awareness in all 6 places: both hands, both legs, and both eyes. And experience from the inside your vital force. The energies moving through you, stimulated in part or a lot by your practice. Now in a state where you are calmly aware of your solar fire. Energy now becoming more distributed through the body with relaxation. Breath is still effortless and smooth. Whenever we begin to come out of Shavasana, we want to try to maintain as much of that beautiful relaxed state as possible. So with that in mind, deepen the breath a little bit more and moving through the joints of the wrists and ankles, waking parts of the body up gently. And today, placing the right arm overhead and turning onto your right side, knees in, and remain there for 2 or 3 breaths. And this helps to activate and clear our lunar channel, which is passes through the left nostril. And once you are satisfied, go ahead and come up and find a seated posture. Before ending our practice, I'd like to again close with a series of 3 ohms, like we did when we were in our cobra, and we sent them into our heart. And you'll practice this with eyes closed. And know that there is 3 parts to an ohm. It's sometimes spelled A-U-M because we want to call attention to the way that it comes out and it comes through the body. So the first sound that you make is with the mouth open, and it is an ah, and experience it in the belly. And then as the mouth begins to close, we hear more of a oh. And then once the mouth closes, then we hear the sound. And also think about it as occurring sort of in the nasal area. So again, it's ah from the belly, mouth closing, oh into the heart, and up into the third eye. And then remember the 4th point where you allow silence to travel and you sit with the vibration in the body and at the third eye. So at your own pace, let's take a deep breath and chant the 3 parts of Om. Om. Let's finish our practice by bringing the hands to heart center in the Anjali Mudra. The thumbs touch the heart. And we always finish with purpose and intention and with just a moment of gratitude or humility, giving thanks again for anything that has supplied you with inspiration and energy today. Bowing the chin into the chest, sealing your practice. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for joining me. And check out the notes below. I'll offer some meditations that you can also follow up this practice with. The usual way that we progress is to do asanas, our physical postures, and then sometimes some pranayama, some breathing work, and then that leads us into a meditation. So I know that ends up being a very long practice, but that is the progression. You can also mix it up. You can also do a meditation all on its own. I have classes that are 20-minute prep movements, 20 minutes that get you ready for meditation as well. So check that out. See you next time. Bye.